Hello and welcome. Today I'd like to offer you some tips about getting to what I call the commitment conversation, that special conversation where you sit down with a physician prospect and ask, Doctor, are we a good fit? I'm Dr. Vicki Rackner, your host and the president of Targeting Doctors. Think of me as the Rick Steves of the world of medicine, giving you insider information so that you can navigate like a native. Your core marketing challenge is identifying the right stranger physician, converting them to a prospect who then goes on to become a client. I define a prospect as a physician willing to take the next step towards a commitment conversation. The way that you do this is guide somebody into your medical marketing labyrinth. There are some barriers to getting to the commitment conversation. Somebody can't work with you if they don't know you or know what kind of value you offer. They're not going to move forward if they don't trust you. They might not know what they don't know, or they may think that they know what they know, but what they know is wrong. But probably your biggest barrier to getting there is a lack of urgency about the solution that you offer. And here's what happens. You want to be in the front and center of a physician prospect's attention screen. However, there's a bigger factor that impacts doctors today, and that's the Affordable Care Act. If you unbundle it, what that really means is that physicians are worried about the rising costs of conducting business. They're worried about falling fees and higher taxes and the need to implement an electronic medical record, and maybe some poor patient outcomes, maybe even a lawsuit, or maybe family issues, aging parents moving in with them, or kids going to college, or maybe there's even some embezzlement at the office. All of these pressing concerns that need attention today overshadow the need to think about what happens in 10 or 20 or 30 years. So how do you move these other concerns out of the way and get wealth accumulation front and center where you'd like it to be? Not only do I work with financial advisors, but every day I speak with physicians. And what I found is that physicians manage their wealth just as patients manage their health. And I just will share with you that one of physicians' frustration is how to get the attention of their patients and get them in for their screening mammograms or their colonoscopy. People are so concerned about what's going on today that they have a harder time focusing on what happens in 5 years or 10 years. How do you change somebody's behavior? Years ago, we wondered about what the best way to get people more aware that they shouldn't be driving drunk. One of the most effective campaigns was a campaign about how friends don't let friends drive drunk. Well, the truth is today, every physician needs a financial leader in their corner looking out for their best financial needs. Maybe you can approach your own physician clients and invite them to pass along the word that all of their colleagues need a financial leader in their life, and offer to be available for a consultation. Another way of getting towards the center of the labyrinth and moving very close to this question about are we a good fit is a direct mail campaign. You can either make a direct offer for some product or service that you're offering, or you can offer them some yummy treat, some little solution that will help with a problem that's active today. You might want to launch some free sample marketing campaigns. There's something that you could offer physicians that they could use today. Maybe a webinar about 7 ways that they can generate more revenue, or an ebook about how they can acquire more patients, or little tips about how they can pay less in taxes, or maybe even something like how to groom financially literate children. As you offer the free sample or any other campaigns, you want to invite people to join your list. The pharmaceutical industry knows that on average, it takes a physician 6 to 10 contacts with an idea before they're able to take action. If we look at this labyrinth, they're going to circle through the labyrinth 6 to 10 times before they get to the commitment conversation. So if they join a list, they're willing to get more information towards you, and everything that you send out is one step closer to that commitment conversation. To optimize your chances of success, follow the words of the medic. Meet them where they lie. So if you were out taking a walk, you turned a corner and you heard, "Help, help, help," and you looked down the hill and there was some person crumpled over their bicycle, you wouldn't say, "Come on up and I'll give you a hand." No, you would go down to where they were lying. In the same way, you want to meet physicians where they're at. What are physicians concerned about now? Well, we just talked about it, the Affordable Care Act. Why don't you offer them some solution that they're looking for and then invite them into your medical marketing labyrinth by asking them to join your list or contacting you to get your free yummy treat? You can also go to the places where physicians gather, either intellectually or physically. Some of those places include associations or medical meetings, or hospital boards that they've joined, or nonprofits to which they contribute. Maybe they're involved with social media conversations. Certainly they read journals and go to blogs for information. You can also create places where physicians gather. Maybe it's hosting a seminar or a webinar or some kind of dinner event or a social media group. You can then invite these physicians to join your list to get more value from it. Paradoxically, the way to move most quickly towards the commitment conversation is to proceed with caution, proceed slowly. It's sort of like the process of dating. You don't want to push too much or you might scare this person away. Slow wins the race. You always want to be aware of buying signals that tell you that physicians are ready to move to the commitment conversation, but let them set the pace. You may also reflect on how you most successfully get to commitment conversations in your current practice, and then do more of that. I want to thank you for your attention. I hope that you found value in this content, and I wish you luck moving more best fit physician prospects to the commitment conversation.